Alright, boys and girls, this is a video on the relationship between sine and cosine for the next lesson. Let's take a look at this. You have here a 3, 4, 5 classic right triangle. And then let me get to the point. Let's just say you're standing at A, okay? And I'm asking for sine A. Well, it's obviously going to be opposite over hypotenuse. So it's going to be 3 over 5. So far, so good. Cosine A would be adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's going to be 4 over 5. So far, so good. Nothing out of the ordinary, everything that we know. And if I ask you what sine C, well, sine C is opposite over hypotenuse. You gotta ask yourself, wait a minute, didn't we mention this earlier? Something's fishy going on. And then cosine C is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's 3 over 5. Do you guys notice the pattern? Well, the pattern is very clear cut, right? The numbers are repeating. What's the deal with that? Well, notice how sine C, which is 4/5, is equal to cosine C 4/5. And then here, sine A is actually equal to cosine A, right? So what's the deal here? Why are they actually equal to each other? Well, and what's their position? Well, whenever sine A is going to be congruent, or it's equal to cosine C. It's on opposite sides of this triangle. And then you can say, also cosine A is equal to sine C. In fact, they're actually interchangeable, okay? And that's the idea. These are complements of each other. And what does the idea of the word complement mean? Well, this angle and this angle actually have to add up to 90 degrees, okay? So for example, if I ask you like, what's the value of sine 30? If you put sine 30 into your calculator, it's literally the same value as cosine 60, okay? Why is that? How do we know that? Because these two are complements of each other. And we could definitely take a look at our calculator to see. So if I put sine 30, it's 1/2, and if I put cosine 60, also 1/2. So guess what? They are equal to each other. Same way, right? If I do sine 40, you know automatically we're dealing with cosine 50, okay? Sine 23, right? Then it has to be whatever 90 minus 23 is. And in this case right here, it'll be 67. There we go, right? It's pretty straightforward. Now, here's the big idea. If I said sine x, right? You could still figure out what the cosine of this is. Because how did we get to 67 or 50 or 60? Well, we took 90, right? And we subtracted whatever this angle was, right? 90 minus 30 gave us 60, 90 minus 40 gave us 50, 90 minus 23 gave us 67. So here, the way that we express this, especially when you don't know this, is you say 90 minus x. That's it. That's the relationship. Another way, like once again, if I said cosine x, right? If you wanted to find the sine of it, you replace it with sine and you put 90 minus x here, okay? And that's what the 90 minus is. It's indicating the complement of each other, okay? You could always find the answer to 1 by just subtracting 90 from that angle.